here. If you've been wondering where I kind of went and what's happened, my house flooded, and yeah, I really don't know kind of what to say. It kind of totally derailed everything and caused a enormous amount of stress, and just kind of made life the last week pretty darn miserable. But you know, it is kind of what it is, and I'm at the point now that we're at the light at the end of the tunnel, and most of the damage is, you know, taken care of or repaired, or kind of, you know, getting to the point where we know what our next steps would be. And so it feels more manageable now, I guess. So basically, you know, we had gone down into our basement and found that there was, you know, anywhere between like 2 to 0 inches of water throughout the entire basement, almost like a shoreline. You know, there are deeper portions just based on the grading of the basement, and yeah, tons of property lost. Majority of the water was in an area in our basement that was unfinished, and so it was just concrete floors, and so we were able to just kind of push the water away. But we had been storing a lot of stuff that we hadn't unpacked yet from moving, and basically a lot of it's just completely destroyed. All of our like Christmas and holiday decorations are completely ruined. We had a computer down there that's completely ruined. My husband is really big into his guitars, as you can see, and there was stuff down there that was ruined. Just lots of stuff ruined. We had a bunch of like winter clothes, or like even summer clothes that we hadn't unpacked yet, and yep, all completely water filled and moldy and just getting all gross. And so yeah, it took a while to kind of get past it, and so that's kind of just where I've been. Lots of great stress there, but I can say that throughout the entire process, with all that stress and kind of all the like chaos of it, I stayed 100% keto, and so that feels pretty good to be able to kind of say that even with all that going on and just all that mess, I was able to kind of stick with it and get through it. And I think, you know, the thing that's helping me with that is the fact that I've been doing keto for so long now. I'm almost to my 4th full month, and so it's just become, you know, a habit at this point, and it's you know, it's just easier to kind of get in there. I think with my last update, I had said that I had kind of gained weight, or I had kind of a spike on the scale, and I was trying to figure it out because at that point I had a little bit of stress and a little bit of stuff going on, definitely not as bad as this week, but I couldn't figure out, you know, kind of what had caused it. And I went back and kind of reviewed everything that I was eating, everything that I was doing, and this was prior to starting like the 15 days of keto, so it was the week before that. And I had some products that had sugar alcohols in it, and I think I am officially in the I can't handle sugar alcohols club. I hadn't tried it before, you know, the past couple months on keto. I'd been kind of just with stevia because I know I could handle stevia, and I tried a product that had a lot of sugar alcohols in it, and I feel like that just threw my digestion off. It made me feel, I don't want to say like it spiked my blood sugar. I didn't test it after that, and I feel like maybe I should have, but you know, I didn't see, I don't feel jittery from it or anything, but I did notice a kind of deeper sense of hunger all of a sudden, and just not being full after eating that product. It was like a protein bar. It was the Costco brand pure protein bars, if you're familiar with it. That's what I ate, and I had bought in a package of that because I was like, well, you know, it's really just about 4 net carbs, so why not try it and see how it works in my body. And it totally did not work. And we still have the bars. My husband's still eating them, but he's totally noticing that it does have an effect on him. But he's the type of person where it's like, we bought it, I'm just gonna eat it and go through it. And I'm the type of person where it's like, it didn't work, I'm not gonna keep exposing myself to this. And so I'll just toss it, would be my preference. But you know, he's eating them still, and I feel like maybe his response was a little bit less than mine was. And so if you're wondering what I'm doing with my hands, there's our cat. And yeah, to me it just wasn't worth it, and his response maybe wasn't as bad, and so that's why he's okay with it. But I'm officially a member of the I Can't Handle Sugar Alcohols Club. Maybe I'll try it again in a couple of months, but for right now I'm just not going to be able to handle it. So yeah, so far, you know, I definitely feel like my stress is decreasing, and so I'm looking forward to kind of what this week will bring and what will happen. So in the past, you know, to get back to things, I had said that, you know, the scale went up and I'm officially back at the weight that I was at before. And so that feels, you know, pretty good, and I'm feeling, you know, pretty healthy, pretty well balanced again. The stress is still there, but, you know, like I said, we're at the light at the end of the tunnel, and so that's feeling pretty good. So I'm going to be doing a refeed day here pretty soon, and that feels kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous about it. It was my daughter's birthday this week, so on top of our house flooding, we had that going on, and we're going to be having a birthday party for her, and so I will probably be enjoying a piece of cake, and that cake will probably be gluten-free, but it will have carbs in it for sure, and yeah, that's kind of what will be happening this week. I definitely feel like it's something I'm ready for. I've been craving carbohydrates, and I have been, you know, just kind of to the point where it's like that's starting to look good. So I'm guessing my insulin hormone is probably low enough to this point where, you know, I need to start adding that back in so I don't get that imbalanced. And so I don't know what the schedule for me doing refeed days will be. I don't know if this will be something that I do, you know, once a month or every other month. Like I said before, I'm about to hit, or I'm really at my 100th and 20th day of being keto. I'm getting pretty close to that, and so I think that, you know, I probably won't go more than, you know, 4 months at a time without having carbs, but I'm guessing I might do it maybe once a month, maybe every other month. I think that's where I'm landing right now. So maybe every 30 days or every 60 days, I will have one meal that will have some carbohydrates in it just to get that level back up. But yeah, for the most part, I am feeling pretty good. I'm just noticing that, you know, even during this week, even during all this stress, I was able to stay keto, but I'm noticing that I have a interest in it again, where it's like, oh, those sweet potatoes do look kind of tasty, and, you know, I wouldn't mind having some. And so, you know, that's a good sign. I think that's a good indicator that you're ready for a refeed day, especially if you got to the point where you, I've got hair all over me, sorry. Especially if you get to the point where you are completely like, you know, neutral to carbs, and then all of a sudden you start feeling it coming back in. I think that's the good kind of indicator. So yep, just to kind of recap, I'm still here, I'm still alive. I have all the footage that I did for the 15 days of keto videos, and I will start uploading some of those again, just kind of editing them, putting them back out there. I think I'm on day 9, and so there'll be 6 more coming at you guys. And so I hope you guys are still enjoying those. I hope they give you a really good glimpse of, you know, what I'm eating and what I'm doing on this keto diet. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying them. Otherwise, you know, just kind of recap, my house is flooded, but it's getting better. And I stayed keto throughout the entire process. I have discovered that I can't handle sugar alcohols, and this weekend I will be having my first refeed day. So yep, that's just kind of what's going on in my keto diet. I will be working on here pretty shortly another Keto Talk episode, and so that should be up for you guys to watch, hopefully before the end of the week. And then I should be back on my regular kind of schedule and having like my regular weekly debrief for kind of what happened this week up on Sunday. So yep, that's my regular schedule, and so I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I hope that everything's going really good in your life, despite what's happening right now. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys later. So bye.